Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Ocarina of Time. Can you see Link's shadow going crazy there? I sure can. We're going to go back into Kakariko Village here during the day because it looks a little bit different during the day, and there's a few more things you can do. One of the most important being we can get an empty bottle. One of the earliest empty bottles you can get. I think it is the easiest and earliest you can get, so... Pretty commonly gotten in speedrunning too, so... What you have to do is you have to collect a bunch of chickens for this woman over here who you might recognize as Anju from Majora's Mask. I don't know if she's actually called Anju in this game. Let me talk to her real quick. What should I do? My cuckoos have all flown away. You little boy, please. Or you, little boy, please. Please help me bring them back to this pen. So she doesn't say your name. So I don't know if she officially has a name in this game or not. Either way, gotta go around town collecting the cuckoos. The cool thing about Cuccos is when you're holding one over your head, you can jump off a ledge, and instead of just falling, you'll kind of glide with them, and you can kind of use that to your advantage to get around this place, but again, can't really remember the exact optimal path here. So I guess while I'm going around collecting these guys, I should mention that this episode was a little bit longer in the making than the others, because yesterday... Today's the 22nd of April. Yesterday, the 21st, I was sitting down trying to record some episodes, and I recorded this part here, and my audio in Audacity, I could not save the project, because every time I would go to do it, the whole thing would freeze up. So I actually lost my audio. I even got the point where I could recover it, because Audacity does normally have a feature where it can recover a project if it closes out for some unknown reason or unexpected reason. I even did that, and even after that, it still froze up on me, and I couldn't save anything. So I was really pissed about that, so I just decided to go ahead and record post-commentary for the episode, right? I watched the whole video, recorded new commentary over it. It was about a 30-minute video, and after that was done, the same exact fucking thing happened. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done recording for today, I guess. I was a little too pissed off. And not only did I not record that day, I decided, because I had gotten to the point where we go to the forest and talk to Saria again. And there's some cutscenes and stuff that happened. I gotta get to the other side of that fence. I don't know why I went back that way. But I decided to restart my file. I deleted the file, restarted the game, and played all the way up to this point again. The same exact stuff I did, the same collectibles and everything. Fortunately, we are still early enough in this game to where it's easy enough to do that. How do I get over there again? I actually forget. Oh, I remember how. You can go up to the little windmill area, I think. Or, no, what I should have done... Okay, here's where I screwed up. I needed to get one of the chickens, one of the cuccos, and actually fly over to that side. But I don't think we're screwed yet. Well, A, because I can just walk out and reset all the chickens. That's always an option. But it might be... actually, this might be a shot in the dark, but I'm going to try it anyway. I don't know if we've been all the way up here yet to get a nice view of the place anyway. But let me see if I can... I can't. This isn't one of the things you can jump up onto. Okay, there's no way a backflip is going to get me there, but I'm going to try it anyway. Go, Link, go! Oh, am I on it? Am I on the roof? Nope. I'm on the lower one. Okay, I screwed up. I'm gonna reset this. Unless I can get there... I don't think I can get there from there. Okay. I'm just gonna reset this again. I need to grab one of the chickens and actually take it over to that side first, because there's actually two cuccos on the other side of that fence that I should probably grab first and throw over. Or maybe I could just do what I wanted to do here in the graveyard first. Take a convenient little segue. Okay, we'll come back to the cuccos. Let's do some stuff here in the graveyard. Another thing I should mention is that I did adjust the brightness, because in my first recording when I was over here doing all this, it was so dark during the night, and there's a mini game you can do here with the Gravekeeper to get a heart piece, and you're supposed to have him dig on these little soft patches of dirt that are laid around the area. But it was so dark, I couldn't even see the patches of dirt, so I couldn't even tell him where to dig, and it was like, okay, that's the final straw. I need to turn the brightness up, and it looks so much better. I'm really glad I did that. Anyway, if we come over to this big grave here in the back of the graveyard and play Zelda's Lullaby, the song that Impa gave us last time, that's, oddly enough, going to open up the grave. And not only is it going to open, it's going to explode right in Link's face. You ready for it? Oh, this rain. Looks like this morning when I woke up. It was storming out. I ended up sleeping in till like 11 o'clock today. That's pretty late for me. 11 a.m. I usually get up around in between 8 and 9:30. Boom, there it goes, right in Link's face. He took it pretty well. Just a little scream, a short little get down, and everything's fine. So let's go ahead and go into this hole we just opened up. Immediately got the enemy music. I love the ambiance even in these little underground areas with the little... You hear those atmospheric sounds there. There is something with these torches here that I was curious about the first time I came down here, but I don't think it's something I can do until later, because I don't really have any way to generate fire of my own at the moment. So all I really need to do is go around and kill all these bats, or all these keys as they're called. And now I'll open up the door for us. But yeah, I did do a test recording of Audacity. Again, while I was getting back up to this point, I just had a recording going. I made another 30-minute-ish recording of me just kind of sitting in silence playing the game, and it was able to save that. It didn't mess anything up there, so... Now in this room here, we have one of the most feared enemies of the game, the Re-Deads. You don't want to get too close to them, because if you do, they'll freeze up the camera and start walking menacingly toward you. And if you get too close to them, well, you don't want to know what happens then, so best just keep your distance. But we did make it to the end of the grave here, and look at this. A little inscription. This poem is dedicated to the memory of the dearly departed members of the royal family. Dearly departed, the rising sun will eventually set. A newborn's life will fade. From sun to moon, moon to sun. Give peaceful rest to the living dead. This is an interesting poem, huh? Apparently this writing actually can be transcribed to the Highland language, or so I've heard. Maybe that's just later games where it does that, I don't know. Something is inscribed on the tombstone. It's the secret melody of the Composer Brothers. I'd like to think that that's like their last name. Their last name is Composer. You know how like Smith was given to people who were blacksmiths and it was just like a family name of blacksmiths? That's just how Composer is. Either way, this song is a pretty useful one indeed because it allows us to kind of flip-flop between night and day at will. We don't have to go outside and play around with the skeletons anymore if we want to switch it from day to night. So that's pretty useful. You've learned the Sun Song. It's funny how it had that triumphant music, but it switched it from day to night. Like, usually you'd want to see night to day with something so triumphant, right? Restless souls wander where they don't belong. Bring them calm with the Sun Song. Oh yeah, and that's apparently another use for this song, is that you can use it in certain instances to calm people down? I don't know. We're about to use it to get a heart piece, but I don't know if me using it in that instance would count as me calming somebody down, because... Well, actually, no, it does, because you can play it in a room of Re-Deads, and it will actually freeze them up. So maybe that's what they mean by calming them down? I don't know. If you're calmed down, that doesn't mean you freeze up. That's kind of like the opposite of being calm. Freezing up means you're stressed out and tense. I don't know. Either way the game wants to interpret it, we can use it to our advantage. So let's see if we can find that gravestone. It's actually... Well, actually, the one with the heart piece is over here, so let's go ahead and get that first, I guess. It's right here, the second from the right. So just pull that out. Oh, actually, I think it actually turned it night, and it made it the perfect time to where we can play that graveyard digging game that I was talking about. But first things first, let's play that song we just learned. And like I said, that should freeze this Re-Dead so we can sneak up behind it. Do you see how blue Link's eyes were there when he's underground like this? So oddly enough, you just have to go up against this wall and play the Sun Song again. And for some weird-ass reason, that makes a chest appear. Don't ask me why. He's just gonna chill out. Oh, crap. He's sitting there in front of it, so we might have to actually kill him. Or maybe not. We can just let him chill there. We can just sneak up right behind his ass and open up the chest, either way. So I think when we get back up to this, I do have a few rupees to spare. I did say that I wanted to use that, try to save up for a Hylian shield, but Much to my surprise, when I did my first recording of this gravestone down here that has the grass, yeah, right here, right in front of it, marking it out, this actually has a Hylian shield in front of it, so you can actually get one for free. I feel like at some point I learned that you could do that and just completely forgot it, but either way, that's nice. It does have a door behind it too, but unfortunately we don't have the equipment to get behind it, and I don't know if there's even anything special behind it anyway, so we'll have to save that for later. So the thing about the Hylian shield is you can equip it, but you can't. It's so big that you can't actually hold it out in front of you. If you try to hit the shield button, you just do this weird crouch, which actually is useful in some situations, but for now I'm just going to keep the Deku shield on because I like to be able to have the shield out in front of me for a lot of enemies. So here's Dompe. Let's let him step onto this dirt patch and let him dig. It's 10 rupees every time you have him dig. And there's a bunch of different things you can get, but the heart piece you can get from this, it's like a 1 in 10 chance. It's either 1 in 10 or 1 in 20. Either way, it's completely random. Not even speedrunners can manipulate it. It's one of the most notorious things for 100% speedrunners of this game because you can just get completely screwed for no fault of your own. So I'm just going to take a moment here to have Dape dig a few times. We'll see if we get lucky and actually get the heart piece. Alright folks, this could be our last crack at it. Dape doesn't seem to be too generous today. He did give me a 20 rupee at some point, so that did give me a few extra plays, but no heart piece so far. Okay, that should be good. He should be able to dig it there. Come on, no whammies! No! Oh, we can't play it again at least. Alright, we'll do it. I'll kind of show you how the quick strat for resetting this. You just go into that grave you had, or where we got the Hylian shield. Once you're out, just go ahead and pull it back out, because you got to wait for him to walk over to the dirt patch anyway. And then once he gets right over the dirt patch there, just have him dig. Give me my heart piece! No! Ah, Dampe. I'll be back. I'll be back for my heart piece that I rightfully own. So it must be like 1 in 20, because I don't know, 1 in 10, I think I would have gotten it there. I mean, that's just kind of wishful thinking. It could be 1 in 10 and take 100 tries. That's just how probability works, you know? But, go out of there. I do kind of need it to be daytime, so let's actually show off the day and night switching capabilities of our new song here. It'll actually switch it, but it will warp you back to the warp point where you came into the area, which is kind of funny. So I went back to the graveyard. I had to see the sun come out and enter it anew. That's just how it works, I guess. Oh, it's still got the 3 chickens there. It saved them. That could be an issue. How the hell am I going to get over to the other side of that fence? I thought that it reset them. There's got to be some way that I can get up to the windmill area without having to get over there. Or maybe I can just do a very cleverly positioned jump. Let me see if I can aim this just right. Oh! Oh, whoa! He oh-woed me. Jump, Link, and grab it! No! I don't think I can get that. I don't think... God, there's got to be another way to get over there, though. There is a back entrance to that house. Is there a way that I can find a back entrance way to that house? I kind of need that bottle, guys. I hope I didn't screw myself by... There's a chicken over here. There's a chicken over here this entire time. And I just completely forgot about it. Okay, we can use him to get over to that area. New plan. Let's go ahead and backwalk with him a bit, though, because even with the chicken in your hand, walking backwards is the fastest option. It's just how it works in this world. Yeah. I guess I'll take a moment to kind of talk about where I kind of am in my life, because the last time I even made videos on this channel was a little over 3 years ago, and I thought I was going to be doing that Game Boy marathon and just a bunch of things that just never happened and panned out, so I do apologize for that. But since then, I have moved into a new apartment. It's actually my first time in my entire life where I'm living completely 100% on my own. No roommates, no parents around, no siblings, no nothing. So I honestly am really kind of enjoying it. Just get over here. Dude, you're supposed to be able to clip over this fence, but you got to hit it in a very specific way, I guess. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I kind of just been slowly filling the place out with furniture. I got a nice TV. I got my computer setup and everything. I do need a new computer because, I mean, the Audacity stuff I was having yesterday is just one of many troubles that I've been having. And I think it all has to do with my hard drive and why the... I think I might have to get up on the fence before I jump. I'm a little too low to be able to clip into it. So I just have to kind of jump up on the fence like I did that last time. If that's even possible. I don't know if I can even do that. No, I can't do that when I have it. Dude, how did I... When I did my first recording of this, I got over here just fine. No! Okay, there we go. I did it somehow. You just have to be very precise with how you path that. So let me go back up here. We'll go ahead and toss this guy back over the fence. Don't need him anymore. What? I thought he was about to go through that fence. The guy running down there. I was like, what the hell is going on? There's another down here we can grab. I really want to go into that hole. Maybe I will. No, I won't. Because I'm afraid that it will reset the chickens that I haven't thrown into the cage yet. It'll reset them back to their default positions. And I don't have to go back running to the entrance of this place just to grab that one chicken. So we'll save that for later. I actually didn't go into it in my first recording anyway, so maybe I should just be true to that and not even go into it yet. Alright, that's good enough. Come here. One down to the cage. Fly away! That's so fun, just gliding down like that. Makes you want to play the glider music from Pilot Wing 64. There's one here, and there should be just one more chilling out over by the well where I threw it. So let's go find him. Haven't even mentioned the music here. It's kind of a rendition of the Kakariko Village music from A Link to the Past. I do think that the version in the SNES version is... I prefer it a little bit, just because of like the synthesized violin and all that. And I don't know, it just feels a little more cozy to me. This has more kind of like a country, you know, sort of twang to it, which I like too. Kind of like a rancher twang. Okay, that's all of them actually. I don't know why I didn't talk to her. I have your chickens, ma'am. My cuckoos have run away. Maybe not. Wait, where's the one I'm missing? Is there... Wait, 1, 2, 3... There's 6 here. I missed the most important one. Fortunately, you know what I just realized? I thought that by... I don't know why I was running under the assumption that if I throw them into the coop, I can never grab them again, but just go... If you need a chicken, just go grab it back out from the cage and bring it back out. That's always a possibility. And I do need a Cucco because I need to go grab the one that's flying around over here. Or not really flying around, just kind of lounging around. So let's grab him. Let's show you another trick. Actually, no. I was going to try to go... Because one of the things you do in the sword run is you... When you throw a Cucco, they kind of just jump in place for a bit. But if you hit them with your sword, they'll actually start running in a straight line away from where you hit them. So you can actually use that to your advantage to manipulate their movement and get them closer to the cage. We're going to be going around and collecting these. But enough of that. We finally have them all. That took me way longer than it should have. Thank you for finding my Cuccos. I have allergies, so I get goosebumps when I touch them. For helping me, I will get... They had to explain why she couldn't do it herself, so you feel bad for her, I guess. For helping me, I will give this to you. It's fine glass and should be useful. Please take good care of it. It's a bong! No, 420's over. It's just an empty bottle. So, empty bottles are actually very useful in this game because... Well, one of the things that the guy mentioned in the last episode is that Skulltulas like to hang around in light soil or soft soil. And the way to kind of coax them out of it is by putting some bugs down there so they can invade their home and force them out. And one of the places you can get bugs reliably is right here underneath that rock. So I want to make sure I remember that. So we're going to head back over to the graveyard because one of those Skulltulas that I just mentioned that likes soft soil actually lives there in the graveyard. It's one of the places you would expect a spider to live is in a graveyard, right? Like it doesn't, like it makes no difference. It just likes, you know, dark places, but a graveyard is somehow associated with spiders. A lot of people are scared of spiders. I don't have full-blown arachnophobia. I don't like touching them. I don't like them crawling on me, but I can deal with them. I can, you know, look at them and get them out of my house if I need to. Although, a lot of times people say you shouldn't kick spiders out of your house. You should have them so they can take care of other insects. So, Maybe I should let them... It's not like I'm killing them, I'm just letting them outside, but still. There it is, another gold Skulltula in the pocket. There's this kid here. He's trying to imitate Dape. That's his hero. He even has Dape's hairline going. That's how committed he is to the bit. What do you want, Navi? Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about before, where Saria... Or did I already talk about in that episode? Either way, short version, you wouldn't have any idea to go back and talk to Saria if you didn't listen to Navi there. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I will see you guys... Just thinking, making sure there's nothing else I should do here in Kakariko. I don't think so. So I will see you guys back in the forest. Alright, we're back in the forest here, just playing the sun song to get it switched to night, because there are a few things that you can collect here during the night. Those things being, you guessed it, Skulltulas. So one of them here is here on the other side of this house. The first time I went over here in my first recording, though, I was trying to get over this little log section. I thought it was funny how you could like roll into it and like see the forward-facing frames of Link's roll. It's like a rare shot or like a rare view that you can see, because normally when you roll, the camera's going to be facing away from you. So I found that a little funny. I don't know. I'm weird like that. But we'll go ahead and tiptoe here to the other side, because I hear something crawling. There he is. Can I get him? You can actually do a vertical slash if you Z-target, and that's just high enough to reach him here. Let's see if I can replicate this. Oh, right up the nose. Look at that. I love that fucking nose shot of Link. He's got boogers up there, man. Alright. And I did grab a few more bugs before I headed out of Kakariko, because there's another one of those soil Skulltulas we can get. I had my eye on that blue rupee that's sitting up there, but it just seems like too much work. I have to go up here. Okay, maybe not. We're going to get it. We're strapped for cash anyway, so it's time to get off our lazy asses and work for our money. Let's go across this bridge, do a turn. Easy. There's even a cute girl up there to greet us. Congratulations, take your money. And there's more 5 rupees right there. Alright. Get the soil Skulltula, and we'll be on our merry way here to do what we actually need to do. I have to actually wait for all 3 of them to go into the hole. It takes the power of all 3 to force them out. There he is. And I did the classic hit the Skulltula while I'm trying to hit it with my sword. Nice. Alright, so I'll go ahead and make my way over here. I was talking earlier how it was raining this morning. It was actually storming out, and it just felt so good. I just slept in, man. I slept about 10 hours. So I'm feeling pretty recharged right now. Definitely feeling a lot better than I was yesterday when I was having all those Audacity issues. And I better not be jinxing myself for it to all happen again. But the fact that you're listening to this right now, you the YouTube viewer, are listening to this right now. So it means it didn't happen. So everything's okay. Alright. Made it to the Lost Woods, this little section over here on the other side of the forest. The big thing you just gotta listen for here, literally listen for, is the music playing as you approach the various log choices that you have. Just follow the... Oh, there he is. By the way, this owl's name, I don't think I mentioned it yet. His name is Kapora Gabora. At least that's how I say it. I mean, that's an awesome name for a pretty annoying guy. Link, good to see you again. Listen to this. Hoo-hoo. After going through the Lost Woods, you will come upon the Sacred Forest Meadow. That is a sacred place where few people have ever walked. Shh, what's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune too. Hoo-hoo-hoo. The thing is, I already explained this, and you have to actually go through a few of the logs to get here, so wouldn't you already kind of be getting clued in? God damn it, I hit yes. Wouldn't you already be clued in to what's going on when you come in here? I don't know. Just seems like he should be at the very beginning of the area and then tell you that there if he wants to hold your hand about everything, but whatever. It turns out this area, the Lost Woods, is kind of like a little connecting sort of hub area. Well, not really a hub, but just got sort of like a connecting highway area, because this little structure here leads to a place we haven't been yet. Goron City. Still playing the Lost Woods music, though, funnily enough. We can't get past those rocks right now, but we'll keep that in mind a little bit later. if we continue to follow the music here, there's another structure sitting there in the water. You can actually go down there. I can't do it right now because I don't think I can dive low enough, but that also takes you to another area of the world that's actually pretty far away, so some nice little shortcuts to keep in mind there. We'll just keep following the music. There's also rocks that you can bomb at various points that I can't do anything about now, obviously. And we've reached the end. But don't take too many steps forward or else you'll have to face the werewolf. These guys are cool, man. These are one of the enemies that show off kind of like the Chambara style of fighting that this game was going for in its original design. I mean, honestly, it is pretty revolutionary to me still. I mean, obviously we've come a long way, but back then, like, there was no combat mechanics like this in any 3D game I had ever played. Although I hadn't really played many 3D games, to be fair. I had just gotten my N64 in, like, the summer of '98 when I started first grade, so the only game I had really played at that point was Mario 64. That's the only one I owned. I probably had rented a few games since then, but I didn't actually end up owning another game on my N64 until Christmas of that year. And I got fucking Glover, which is an awesome game. Underrated game that maybe I should play on this channel someday. That game just makes me laugh, dude. The game is so weird, but in a great way. Anyway, enough about Glover. Back to playing Link to the Past. I'm kind of just making my way through this little maze area. I love the overhead camera here. And one of the nice things about it is that you can actually Z-target and take out your sword, and you can move around while holding your shield out. And that's a really good way to deal with these Deku Scrub enemies, so... Oh, he's behind me. Just get the shield out. Boom. And get the sword out. Oh, barely got him with that. Nice. You can kind of walk into these little grass areas on the side, too, to collect a few errant rupees if you want. I think there might be a hole hidden in one of them as well. I know for sure there's one back here, which I guess we'll go ahead and go down here. I could do it after we do what we need to do up ahead, but we'll go ahead and do it. This is... Oh, wait, no, I did do this in the first recording, so never mind. It's a fairy fountain, so a nice place to heal up. And you can actually catch one of them in your bottle, and if you're not familiar with how fairies work in Zelda games, if you happen to die while you have a fairy in a bottle, it'll come out and refill some of your life and keep you from getting a game over, so... It's always nice to have at least one in a bottle, which we will have multiple bottles eventually, so... Won't have to be competing for room for very much longer. Well, although I can't remember when we actually get the second bottle, so maybe it will be a little while. Come here, you two. You're no exception. You're going to the afterlife, buddy. Alright. Finally made it our way through the meadow. Up here. Have one of the coolest areas of the game, man. Especially the inside of it, but unfortunately we won't be able to see that for a little while longer. And there she is. Long time no see, even though it's only been, what, 40 minutes, maybe an hour of gameplay time? Seems to be doing fine. She seems happy, just kind of chilling out here by herself. I do kind of wonder, though, like, Link and Saria, are they, like, their only friends? You never see them hanging out with other people, and it kind of seems like they're... Or at least Link seems like he's kind of been outcast from everybody, and she's been the one that reaches out to him, so I don't know. Maybe she's kind of, like, isolated because of that. This is the Sacred Forest Meadow. It's my secret place. I feel... This place will be very important for both of us someday. That's what I feel. That's definitely not foreshadowing, by the way. If you play the ocarina here, you can talk with the spirits in the forest. Would you like to play the ocarina with me? Would you like to talk with the spirits? It's like, okay, yeah, I'll do it, crazy lady. Okay, try to follow along with the melody I will play. Are you ready? And just like every other song, not every other song, but a lot of the early songs in this game, it's just 3 notes repeated over and over again. And then the game just fills in the blanks for you. Alright, here it comes. The best echo giggle in the game. I love that, man. Just it's completely silent. You just have the giggle echoing. When you want to hear my voice, play Saria's song. You can talk with me anytime. You hear that? Anytime. Anytime you feel like calling. So, I should have looked this up, but I can't remember if this song, if what she says to you changes based on where you are in your quest, or if it's just kind of like the tattle in the Paper Mario games, or, you know, the tips that Goombario and Goombella, is her name Goombella or Goombet? Can't remember, the one from Thousand Year Door. Anyway, if it's like that, where it's just based on where you currently are, like your surroundings. Because I could play it right here, right now. Whoops. There we go. And she'll kind of make some comments and notes about being here in the forest. Yes. Link? This is Saria. Can you hear me? The forest is connected to many places. If you can hear my song, you must be somewhere that is connected to the forest. Nice. So yeah, maybe I'll try that out when we get to another area of the game. But for now, that's where the original recording left off, and that's where I'm going to leave this one off too, which I think is even longer, just because of the Cucco shit. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Hopefully Audacity agrees with me. See you then. Thank you for watching.